and welcome to Our Self-Love Story, the audio diary podcast. And here with me is my very first and very special guest, Nori.
Yes, Noria, aka, well, my real name is JaCoria, but...
Okay, so what you want to go by, Nori or JaCoria?
We're going to go by Noria because JaCoria is a lot, so...
Okay, yeah, we're going to go by JaCoria. So this is my very special guest, JaCoria. And I'm so excited to have you here. First of all, I definitely want to say thank you for being my first guest. Thank you for sitting down and talking to me.
You're welcome, of course.
And thanks for willing to be, open and transparent about your self-love story, because that's exactly what we're about to talk about today.
Period.
You excited?
Yes, I'm excited. I'm ready to spill all my business. I'm excited now.
Okay, so... First of all, let's cheers to new beginnings.
Cheers.
Cheers. We drinking wine out of coffee cups, but
it's okay because it's still wine at the end of the day.
Exactly. So we're going to take a sip.
Y'all don't know my cup halfway gone.
Yeah, hers halfway gone. If you got some wine, grab you a cup and join us.
Don't matter what cup, plastic, styrofoam, coffee.
Exactly. Okay, so since we on new beginnings, let's just start off talking about new beginnings. When was the last time you tried something new for the first time?
The last time I tried something new for the first time was starting my own business. I feel like that is something new that I did try. It was very hard in the beginning because it takes a lot to really believe in yourself. Like, a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to believe in yourself. Like, it really takes a lot. Like, you really got to have faith the size of a mustard seed sometimes. So, I feel like when I first started my business, that was really like a breakthrough for me, my personality, and what I want to do with my future.
Right, okay, so I feel the same way. Like, for me, starting this podcast is something extremely new for me. It's very much outside of my comfort zone, like being in front of a camera, having my voice like heard, and like putting my voice on a pedestal, not a pedestal, but just putting my voice out there for people to hear, on the platform, for people to listen to, and just me share my opinion to an audience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a bigger. And I feel like that's the same thing with my hair business. Like, I was very nervous of the world's perception that it really slowed me down from really starting my own business. Like, I've been doing hair since my sophomore year of college, and I'm now just not graduating college, now starting my business because I was too concerned off of what the world would view it or everybody else's perception. That it's just like, if this your business and you want this to be your business, you're gonna do whatever is right for you and not what's right for other people.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's with anything, like whether it's a business, whether it's like who you choose to date, what job you choose to, pursue, where you want to live, how you want to dress for a day, your hair, your shoes, like all of that at the end of the day should be based on you, what you want to do, and your perception of what's good, what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day,
that's all you got.
Exactly. So let's get into your business. Let's talk about your business. Because we kind of just went right into it. So let us know about you. So we know that you're an entrepreneur. You have a hair business. Tell us about your hair business.
First I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about myself before I dive into my video. Well, like I said, my real name is JaCoria. I got the name Noria because when I was little, I was a very bad kid. Like, let me tell you something.
A baddie though.
Well, I'm a baddie, but look, whoop y'all kids because y'all gonna get the nickname No-No. Because I got the nickname No-No because I was a very bad kid. But then they just started calling me Noria because my name is JaCoria, Noria. So, we kind of ran with it. And it's so crazy because, like, a month ago, I just figured out I've been spelling my nickname wrong.
What?
Like, you know how I got it on Instagram?
Like, spell it.
My mama said it's like Noer, something like that. Like, it's so different from, it's like Norea.
That don't sound right.
Yeah, and it's ugly. So
Yeah.
I personally changed my own nickname. My whole family like, you've been spelling it wrong. I'm like, y'all haven't been telling me.
Yeah, just stick with what you've been doing.
Yes, so I just recently graduated from Michigan State University with a degree in advertising management.
Okay, congrats.
And I minor in entrepreneurship and innovation. I started my hair business because I love hair. Like, I love planning people's hair. Let me flat iron it. Let me put you a ponytail in. Let me do whatever to your hair. So I ventured off in hair my sophomore year of college because I just didn't want to pay for nobody to get my hair done. I was in college. Right. It was very hard to find
hair
people.
is expensive. Like,
yes.
Getting it done, keeping it done.
Yes, it's so expensive. So I'm just like, okay, well, I was already a creative person, so I'm like, let me use my creativity and try to, do this myself. So my sophomore year, I really started doing hair. I used to do like little sew-ins, little quick weaves, nothing too major, like on a mediocre level. And then last year was when I decided I wanted to start my own business. So I just was very inspired to just start my own business, and it wasn't even because I was not working or nothing like that. It was just like, I knew I could do it. Like, I'm going to school to, entrepreneurship and innovation was my minor, so right. It's like, I know what to do. I know. Yes, like, this is what I've been studying. This is really what I wanted to do. Like, I had no thoughts of being a worker, like a real worker, working for somebody else. Like, a lot of people be like, yeah, I don't want to be a worker because it's lazy. It's just like, me personally, I don't mind having no job. I don't mind having a 9-to-5, but I'm never comfortable in my 9-to-5. So I'm just like, so why not work doing something that I want to do? Because even with my degree, like, I'm like, okay, so if I do find a job in my degree field, then we running with my degree, we gonna work off my degree. Right. So I'm like, I really started my business so I can do something that I want to do and get money from it. Right. Like, you don't want to miss a bag.
Exactly. So you sell weave, and then you make wigs as well. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
And I got some more stuff coming because I'm relaunching my brand. Okay. My relaunch is supposed to be the end of November or the beginning of December. I haven't decided a date yet. Right. I really prepare myself. I feel like when I first started my business, I really rushed everything. And I feel like my relaunch is the professional me. Okay. I feel like when I first started, because I started my business at the beginning of this year. And I feel like at the beginning of this year, I was in a different mindset because I was already telling myself I'm going to be a different person this year. So, like, everything that I was doing, it was all rushed. Like, yeah, let me hurry up and change. Like, let me hurry up and be this new person that I really didn't take the time out to actually work on my business. Like, I feel like at the beginning of the year, I spent so much time thinking about proving people wrong that I didn't even spend time really working with my business. Like, I just hurried up and did it to show the world, like, hey, I got my LLC. Y'all can never. But it's like, they can if you ain't getting a lot of sales either. You feel me?
That's a good point. And I want to talk about that. About being in a rush or feeling like you want to change and you want to be a different person. Or not even you don't have to try to be a completely different person, but wanting to change something about yourself or do something different and feeling like it has to happen right now, today. Like, I have to do a complete 180 on whatever that thing is. And I have felt like that too. For example, like, I'm into health and all of that type of stuff. I'm not always healthy. But I do think that it's important. It is something that I value. So I tried to go vegan like a few months ago. And I was successful for like 4 months. So from like this was like May 2020 to July 2020. And I did it successfully for like 4 months. But ever since then, I've been like kind of struggling. Like, I kind of go back and forth. And when I would like kind of fall off, I would be so hard on myself because it's like, I know that I want to be healthy. I want to have this healthy lifestyle. But instead of giving myself like the time to change and really like change my habits, and
you want to hurry up and do it.
Yeah, I want to do it like tomorrow, like the next day. And anytime I like, eat some chicken, cause I be missing chicken, Girl. Or sometimes I just be lazy and I be hungry. Like, I'm hungry right now. Let me just go to McDonald's, and I would like feel so bad and make myself feel bad, but I had to realize like everything, changing who you are and changing your habits, it takes time.
It takes time, and it also takes a lot of self-discipline. Like,
yes.
I feel like that's what people is lacking. Like, I feel like people, they're like, okay, well, I want to lose weight, for example, losing weight, because everybody feel like they want to lose weight.
Well, what about you as far as like discipline?
Okay, as far as discipline, we gonna say my rebranding of my business. Like, I'm gonna keep it raw and keep it real.
Okay, let's do it.
I am
let me take a little sip.
I am a procrastinator. Like,
me too.
I procrastinate. Like, I have no self-discipline when it comes down to my business at all. Like, I would wake up in the morning. Matter of fact, I would tell myself the night before, I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna do a couple of my, cause I work from home. I got that privilege, yes. So I'm like, I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna do a little bit of work, and then I'm gonna focus some more on my business. Girl, I wake up in the morning and I sleep till like 1 o'clock.
Okay, like, so let me ask you something, cause I do the same thing. What do you think is the root of that procrastination? Because I know what my root is. Mm-hmm. I want to know.
I feel like the root of that procrastination is I'm lazy. Like, I feel like I don't push myself. I feel like I do not give myself that drive, that I act like I don't want it. And I think that that's what my problem is. I need to start acting like I want it, like I want to go get it, like I can get it, I am going to get it. Like, I have a go-getting mindset, but I feel like another reason also is the launching of my business, my first launching. Like, don't get me wrong, I did get wig orders. I'm not going to say I did not get wig orders. Mm-hmm. It was that I expected so much when I first started, that when my business started, I expected myself to be on top. Right. So now, since I'm rebranding my business, my expectation is very low, because I set my standards so high when I first started my business. I only got a couple orders, that now it's like, do I really want to rebrand it this hard? Because what if I only get a couple orders again?
Yeah, well, yeah. You don't have to like lower your standards, but just give yourself the time to grow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, give yourself and your business time to learn the business, to learn your customers, mm-hmm. to learn the best way to handle your business.
And that's just like you saying you're vegan. Like,
I'm not vegan.
I mean, when she was vegan.
I'm like on and off vegan. You know, I'm off right now. I might be on.
Right. You didn't give your body that time to actually get used to it. And that's just like people in your mind, and like, my heart. People don't understand. I took this psychology course in class, so I know what I'm talking about. People don't understand how your mind and your brain play a huge part of whatever you do. Mm-hmm. Like, whatever you do. All of them nerves and everything that we tried to ignore in high school, baby, you go to psychology in college, and that would break it down and show you how much your mind played. Like, for example, I forgot what part of the brain it is, but it's a part of the brain. Like, for example, if you lose weight and you lose a whole bunch of weight, right? Mm-hmm. Your mind have like this stimulus in it. So, like, say for instance, you eat a piece of chicken. Mm-hmm. Your mind gonna reinvert back to what you was before. Mm-hmm. That chicken eater 24/7. Right. So therefore, that's how it's so hard for you to lose weight and stuff like that. Because soon you go back to that same path. Your mind gonna go back to that same path with you.
I've heard something like that. Yeah. Okay, so I want to share what I feel like the root of my procrastination is. Mm-hmm. And for me, I feel like the root of my procrastination is fear.
Oh, yeah.
Fear on so many different levels. Fear of because I'm doing something new. Mm-hmm. Fear because I feel like people might judge me. Fear because maybe my voice is not valued. People mm-hmm. don't want to hear what I have to say. Mm-hmm. Maybe what I say or my opinion is dumb, right, or it's stupid, or I don't communicate it in a way that people will understand. It's just like fear, just fear on top of fear on top of fear. And with this podcast, it's like I have launched it now, which I am proud of myself for, you know.
Right, yay.
I am proud of myself for being fearful, but still doing it.
But still doing it, and that's what's more important. Like, forget the fear. Like, once you do it, you did it. You accomplish your fear, and you don't even realize it.
Yeah, and it's like, maybe my fear is not Maybe I didn't overcome it yet, but that's okay because fear does not have to stop you.
Right, and who told you that you gotta overcome all your fears at your age?
Right.
Like, we got a whole lifetime to live.
Yes.
I ain't never gonna get scared not be scared of snakes no more. Snakes is the most terrifying animal ever.
Yeah, girl.
But that's not saying by the time I'm 25, I need to be not scared of snakes no more. Like, you're gonna have that fear, but it's all about your mindset and you overcoming those fears to be better and do better for yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so here on this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to really just talk about, we just talked about fear, and I really want to use this as a way, basically, like I said, like an audio diary, and get into the root of my feelings, the feelings of my guests, our, like, mindsets and all of that. So, and then to also be a place where we can have discussion and grow together, you know what I'm saying? So, what do you think is, like, a good way, or a way that you could possibly overcome procrastination, overcome feeling lazy, having fear? Like, let's start thinking of some ways that we could do that. So
Well, I only got one way, and I don't know if everybody else religious, but me personally, the only way I get over my fears is through faith and through Christ.
Okay, Jesus turned water to wine, so I'm taking.
So we're gonna take a shot. Look, I'm talking. We're gonna take a shot.
I'm taking a sip.
We're just gonna take a sip,
Okay. How about not smacking?
I just spilled this on me.
Okay, we're gonna keep.
But yes, I think that having faith is what helped me get over my fears. Like, if you don't have faith, you don't got nothing. Like,
so you pray, you go to church. Like, what do you do?
You know what? I don't go to church like that, but I go to church like it's in my heart. Like, you feel me? Like, and that's another thing. Like, you don't have to go to church. You don't have to pray. You don't have to, oh my God, Jesus, thank you, to have faith. Like, just trusting God and just knowing that, like, yeah, God, I'm scared, but you can do it. Like, Daniel in the lion den.
Okay.
He was in that lion den. He was not scared. I think he was a little scared. But I was about to, like, he got over his fear in the end. Like, despite of what he was going through, he still was able to get over his fears. And that was all through Christ, through God, through whatever. So I feel like you having faith in yourself and you having faith in whatever God, whatever Lord that you worship will really get you through it. Like, you can have a little bit of faith. Like, the teeniest amount of faith. And that teeny amount will go the longest way. I've seen people in the lowest of lowest, like, I reached the dead end of my life. But they had that little bit of faith, and they really turned their life around just off that strength of that pinch of faith that they had.
Okay. So for you, getting over laziness and procrastination, you use your faith for that. Okay, I feel like I do a similar thing. I didn't grow up in church. You grew up in church, so I don't have that, like, I don't know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't, because I didn't grow up going to church all the time and being in a super, like, church focused or God focused environment. Right. But I do pray and I talk to God, and I talk to God how I talk to you. I do too. I keep it respectful.
I do too.
But I just be like, hey God, and I just say, I just speak what's on my heart. And I do feel like that does help. And for me, I feel like the honesty that comes from that is what really helps me. Like if I'm in a situation, or not a situation, but I'm in a phase where I'm feeling like so much fear or whatever my feeling is at the time, I feel like that honesty that I have with myself and with God as I'm speaking is what really helps me. So if I'm working on my podcast and I'm like, I've been talking about this, telling people about it, thinking about it, planning it by myself, but I'm still scared. Like, I'm taking baby steps. Like, I'm moving, but I'm moving with a lot of hesitation. I just really, like, I don't know if it's meditation, but I just really, like, sit and just ask myself, like, Brandy, how are you feeling right now? Like, what is this emotion that you're experiencing? Like, okay, I feel, like, anxious. I feel like I have a lot of fear with doing this new thing. Okay, so then I say, or I ask myself, not talking out loud, but you know, in my head, I'm just like, okay, so why is that? Like, why am I feeling so much fear? Like, why am I so scared for people to hear my voice? Why am I so self-conscious about what people will think about what I have to say? You know, why don't I think that people will value my opinion? And then as I start like breaking that down and just being real with myself, and you know, as I'm, you know, I don't know if it's like prayer or if it's just like meditation. I don't know what you call it, but I just try to really figure out what's going on in my heart and what I'm feeling. And as I break that down, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling fear because, you know, maybe I'm self-conscious. Maybe I don't have as much confidence in myself as I should. Maybe that's something that I need to work on. So for me, what helps and what I try to do, I don't always do it, but just sitting down, processing my emotions, and being real with myself. Like, let me tell you how I view emotions and how I try to use my emotions. And I think it's helpful. So you let me know what you think. So I think emotions, for me, how I use them, I use emotions as a guide. And I used to let my emotions like, and I'm not saying used to like I have fully mastered it, but I am at a point now where I'm like aware. I'm more aware, so I try to catch myself. Because I used to view emotions, or I used to let my emotions just always, like negative emotions, I would let them bring me down. And let them like affect my mood and get sad and get, just sad. And I still, you know, deal with emotions like that sometimes, but now that I am aware, I can catch myself. So I like to look at emotions as a guide. So, for example, like I was saying, if I'm feeling fear, right? Once I get to the root of that fear, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling fear because I'm really not confident in myself. I'm self-conscious, right? Now that I know that the root of my fear is that I'm self-conscious, that lets me know something about myself. And it gives me a starting point for growth. So that's how I like to look at emotions, as a guide to say, to teach you, one, about yourself and like what triggers you. Because I feel like emotions are like, what's the word? Like an immediate unconscious reaction. And I feel like it's the truest reflection of you. You know?
I mean, it's a part of life.
Right. Like you can come up with a plan, but a plan, you think about it and you process it, but your emotion, it happens instantly. It happens without you even thinking about it. So I feel like your emotions are the truest representation of
who you are.
Who you are.
And how you can express yourself in situations.
Right. So if you like use that because it's so true to you and it's so raw and you can't even like fake it if you wanted to, that I feel like that's a good starting point to learn and to grow. So like if, for example, like sometimes during the pandemic or even a few months ago, I didn't have like too many close relationships, like as far as friendships, because I have a tendency to like cut people off, but we're gonna talk about that another day. But I was like at a point where I didn't really have friends and I wasn't going out, and I would be on Instagram looking at other people like they look like they having fun, like they hanging out with their friends all the time, like they getting cute, they going out, and I'm at home, my daddy going out more than me. I'm at home like, dang, I don't really have nobody to hang out with, and it was like making me sad, right? So when I would like be in those moments when I'm sad because I'm at home, then I just started reflecting like, okay, why am I so sad right now? And it's because I ain't got no friends. Okay, Brandy, why you ain't got no friends? Because you cut everybody off. Why you cut everybody off? Why you have a problem? Why is it hard for you to be forgiving? Why is it hard for you to let stuff go? Why you cut people off so easily? Which are all things that I do and that I'm aware of. And so once I got to the root where it was like, I want to have friends, I want to have close relationships with people, I don't want to be alone, then that gives me a place to start. And I'm not just sitting there sad and it's not doing nothing for me. Like just sitting around sad, or mad or whatever emotion that you feel or that I feel, because I can't tell the next person, you know, how to deal with stuff. But for me, just sitting around sad, it has nothing comes from that.
Right, and it's so crazy
sad
that you say that, because literally, like, not too long ago, I went through that exact same feeling. Like,
what?
As crazy as it sounds, not having no friends, as crazy as it sounds, when people see me, they be like,
girl, but you be in the streets though. Like, I don't know about,
and that's so.
that, because I think she on here lying. But okay.
No, and that's so funny, because people be like, yeah, you in the streets, you in the streets, you in the streets. But it's like, I do be outside, but I feel like the people around, you know what, I'm going to say this lightly, because it's not that I feel like the people around me is only for the turn up. Mm-hmm. I feel like, yeah, I be outside, I have fun, but at the end of the day, it's only like 1-2 people I can genuinely call my friend. Like, just because I see you on Instagram turning up, like, yeah, like, homegirl, she go outside every weekend with her friends, but is those really her friends? Like, is them really the people that she really rocking with, or is she just doing it because she bored at the crib and want to go turn up? So I had to look at it in a point of view like, yeah, you know, so-and-so be outside 24/7, or, oh, because me, I like being outside every weekend. But at the end of the day, I'm not finna go and try to be friends with somebody else, or try to be cool with somebody else, or try to be, you know, try to rebuild my relationship with my old friends in order for me to be outside because I want to be outside.
So how does that feel to, like, be around people who you, like, not sure if they're really your friend? Like, what is that like?
It's not even that. I'm not sure they're really my friends. Okay. It's like, sometimes you gotta separate your friend group. You got those friends that you can call and turn up. Hey, Brandy. Hey, so-and-so. Hey, this, hey, that. Let's turn up. Like, you my turn up buddy. I know I can call you to turn up. But at the end of the day, yeah, you got all these turn up friends, but who can you call when you really going through something? Mm-hmm. Like,
that's a good point about, like, expectations from people and relationships and friendships. I feel like that's a whole another episode day, girl.
No, we're gonna get into that another time. I'm gonna get to come back to the podcast when it comes down to friends, because I got something to say.
Yeah, because I read this book and they talked about that and it really, like, hit home. Alright, so let's get into a deeper self-love focus talk about hair. Since you are the hair expert, you know, the hair dealer,
with lace,
the hair doer, the lace slayer. Okay, so let's talk about hair, cause I don't know about you, but when my hair done, okay, it's way easier to have self-love. I ain't gonna lie, like,
it is.
When my hair done, which I just got done today, period. You know, and these is my inches, my real.
This a wig. I just put this on today.
Exactly. But for me, like, when my hair done, I feel good. Like, I be happy. Like,
cause who don't be happy? Like, I feel like hair, it would do it for you. Like, I feel like hair is what, once your hair done, you can have on no lashes. You can have on lip gloss. You a baddie.
You can have on any outfit almost. And if your hair done, you look like you just
look like you're doing something. Like,
you look like you're doing something.
Okay, I feel like hair is a main. And just like with boys, like boys that get their hair cut, oh, okay.
They feeling different and acting different. Like, hair is very essential, at least for me.
And definitely for African American people overall, because I feel like, I'm all up on the mic. I feel like some girls don't know how to do makeup. Some girls don't like makeup. Some girls don't like lashes. Boys can't wear makeup because, you know, gender standards. But I feel like with that hair, you get your hair cut, you get your hair done, it's over for everybody. Like, hair is very essential. Like, people be like, yeah, your shoes, your feet, your drip. I can have on some Crocs, some joggers, a white tee, and my hair can be laid, and I'm still a baddie. Like, easily.
So, have you ever, like, been on a natural hair journey? Because I know you wear wigs and everything. Have you ever tried, like, natural hair journey?
Let me tell y'all a little story about my hair. I have never been on. I'm on a natural hair journey now.
Okay.
I I've been wearing wigs ever since middle school. I mean, not wearing wigs. I've been wearing weaves ever since middle school. I got my first sew-in for my auntie wedding, and I think that actually when I was leaving elementary school to go into middle school, I had a sew-in in my hair.
And like elementary school?
I think, what's that?
Elementary, you like 8 years old.
No, that was elementary school. I think that was. Oh, never mind. Yep. When I was graduating middle school, I had a sew-in in my hair. In middle school, I was wearing sew-ins too, cause I was really. I have pictures of my first time wearing and it was so ugly. It had the little braids in the front, the little braid across. Yes, my sew-in was the braids in the front, like little bitty like braids in the front. This big fat braid that's about the size of this headphone thing across my head, and the back was like some real short curly hair, y'all.
Okay, well let's cheers to the glow up.
Let's cheers to the glow up.
You ain't coming that no more.
I'm never coming at that no more. So when I got into high school, I wore my real hair before for a short period amount of time. I had hair on the top of my head, don't get me wrong. Cause I used to get perms in my hair, like a lot. I used to remember me getting perms and like going to get my hair done and stuff. Like I used to wear my hair for a short period amount of time, my real hair. But then I stopped wearing it. Like I love weave. Like in high school,
nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with that. And I was wearing box braids. I was wearing sewing. I got my first pack of bundles when I was in 11th grade, y'all. And when I ain't never, ever wear my real hair after that. Like, Mama, you cannot send me to no beauty shop to go get me a press and curl, baby. I have bundles now.
Right.
Like, come on. And I got my first bundles from AliExpress. And that's what people be sleeping on AliExpress. AliExpress be popping. You find you the right vendor, baby.
Yes.
You get you some good hair.
So you said you are on a natural hair journey now.
Right now I'm on a natural hair journey because last year I cut my hair off because I did not want to braid my hair down for my wigs.
Girl, my friend said that too, and I thought she was crazy. Like, you gonna
it is real life people that is. I don't want to sit there and braid my hair down. Like,
I mean, no, I get it.
I feel like I still had a hump in the top of my head. Like right here, I felt like I still had a hump. Like. We going up a mountain and going back down, so I'm like, baby, I'm not about to braid my hair all the time.
Right.
I cut my hair off, and now to this day, I feel like a dummy. I wish I never did it.
Yeah.
Cause it's like now I want to be able to wear my hair curly. I want to be able to wear my hair out, and it's just like I can do it, but I don't want to do it. Like it just does not look right to me, and it's not even because I feel ugly or anything. It's just the simple fact that I was already so self-conscious about my real hair prior to me wearing weave that when I cut my hair, I'm like, I don't like my hair.
Wait, so you said you were self-conscious about your hair before the weave?
Yeah.
And then when you cut it, it made it worse?
When I was already self-conscious about myself before wearing my weaves. Like, my hair was not that long, but I had hair on the top. Like, I could put my hair, like, my hair, like, stopped right here. Like, it wasn't that full like this, so it looked a lot more shorter. Because I feel like if your hair a little full, it look a little longer. But it was thin. Like, I really did not like my hair. And when I was younger, I never got comfortable with wearing my real hair. That now, since I cut my hair off, I'm not about to wear my real hair in public. And I feel like that's because I never got comfortable with my real hair. So I don't know, like, I don't feel like I'm ugly with it. Like, I don't be like, ugh, you just look so ugly. I just feel like, I don't know, like, it don't feel right. Like,
You feel like it's not you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm so used to long hair. I'm so used to inches. I'm so used to bobs, full hair. That now it's just like, it's like short. Like, I literally cut my hair like big chop in the process of growing my hair. That's how my hair looks.
I mean, it'll grow back though.
I mean, it's definitely growing back because one tip that I did find out is that if you color your hair, it really shows your hair growth. Yeah. And I dyed my hair red, and y'all, my hair really has been growing. Like, I wish I brought my products. What's the name of that product that I was telling you? You pronounced it. Miel. I always mess up her name, y'all. Miel, one of those homegirl, we love you. We didn't even mess your name up, but her rosemary mint drops, baby, those work.
I need to try.
Like, those really work. Like, I don't wash my hair how they be like, wash your hair every 2 weeks, keep your hair moisturized. No, baby. Yeah. I wake up, I put them drops in my hair, I mind my business, and my hair is growing. Yeah. And I'm happy about it.
Yeah, well, I definitely can relate to not feeling fully comfortable with your hair. Because, my hair never really been short. You know, I always had them inches, just saying.
Yo, her hair was down her back. Imagine her having hair down her back.
No, but, I have always had, like, you know, decent length hair. But when I was younger, I used to get it pressed out. And so my curls kind of got straightened out. And so when I would wash it, it wouldn't curl up. And it was, like, to the point that I didn't even know my hair was curly for real because I never saw the curls. It would just be, like, after I washed it, it wouldn't be, like, straight, like when you get a perm. But the curls wasn't there because they had got, you know, straightened and flat ironed out so much. And I just didn't like it, so I started a natural hair journey. And I've been doing that pretty much since, like, high school.
Right.
So it's been, like, gradually growing back, and I cut it myself a few times, and I got it professionally cut a few times. So I definitely have seen a progression, but I still be, like, going in, like, dang, like, it's a part in the middle of my hair where it's still, like, pretty straight when I wash it, like, not all the way, but it's still pretty straight. And I be like so like mad. Like my hair is not where I all the way want it to be, but I have to catch myself and be like, your hair, you got nice hair. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not all the way perfect. Just like your hair is not all the way where you want it to be at yet, but it's there. You got some hair.
And then
it's doing something.
And then one thing that I do tell people that I feel personally, I feel like heat damage is a myth. Like, I feel like I don't think that I feel like heat damage is real. But when people be like,
I had it.
Yeah, it's real. Trust me, it's real. But I feel like when people be like, oh, I need to cut my heat damage off for your hair to grow, baby, your hair grow from the root. Your heat damage has nothing to do with your hair growth. I've seen
but people, I think it does affect the curls though, because it weighs down so much.
It affects the curls most definitely because it's heat damage. But I feel like for those people out there that's like, oh, I need to cut off my heat damage for your hair to grow. At the end of the day, your hair grows from your root, from your scalp. Your heat damage has nothing to do with your hair. And there's a lot of methods for so that your hair you can curl your hair yourself. Like perm rods and things of that sort. Yeah, because this is, I feel like, me personally, if I had a hair full of heat damage, if it was a hair full of heat damage, I would probably cut it. But like, if I had a couple of strands of heat damage and I'm like, grow your hair out as much as you can with that heat damage in your hair, then cut that heat damage off. Because a lot of people feel like doing a big chop and all that other stuff is helping them with growing their hair longer the whole time. You could have kept that heat damage. Right. Tried to put some curls in your hair with the perm rod, still have long hair, and just cut that heat damage off once your hair gets to the length that you feel like, okay, it's time to cut some of that heat damage off.
So the moral of the story is embrace your hair.
Embrace your hair.
Whatever stage it's in, however you wear, whether you come in wig, whether you come in natural, whether you come in big chop, damage.
Embrace your hair. Even if you cut your hair short, baby, they ain't say nothing about Fantasia. She still got hits with her short hair. Oh, like, come on, embrace your short hair. And that's something that I've been learning in the process right now while my hair is growing. That as much confidence as you put in your looks when you got that wig on, when you got them bundles, and you need to put that same confidence in your real hair. Right. Because if you don't love who you really are, then who gonna love a Barbie doll? Like, you feel me?
But I do feel like if your hair is busted, be real with yourself. Don't
be real.
Be real. That's what I be having to do. Like, you know, sometimes my hair, you know, I just got it done. When your hair is not done, your hair not done until you get it done, right? So when, you know, after a couple weeks, your hair gonna go back to normal. If your hair, at least for me, I have to be real with myself. I look in the mirror, I say, Brandy,
get your hair done.
Get your hair done.
Stop playing.
So yeah, I look in the mirror and I gotta keep real with myself, girl. Get your hair done. It's about that time.
It's about that time. And you know what? I ain't even gonna say that. Because there's a lot of people out there that I know y'all cannot afford to make y'all hair look good. But I'm trying to tell y'all dig into that creative bag. Everybody, you got that. I learned it's two sides of the brain. I don't know which side is which, so please do. But it is the left side and the right side of the brain. One side is mathematical. So that deals with all your math functions. So for all them people that's real smart logic and all of that, that's one side of your brain. Then you have that other side of your brain that's the creative side that brings in the creative thoughts. If you have hair and you're less fortunate, or you're in poverty, or you don't really have enough money to keep yourself look good, baby, you better dig in that creative side of the brain. Put some Bantu knots in your hair, put some bobby pins in it.
Go on YouTube.
Go on YouTube, y'all. It's so many natural hairstyles. I be telling people with real hair, baby, stop putting them sew-ins in your hair if you got real hair. It's several natural hairstyles. Like, y'all gotta embrace y'all real hair. Like, cause when y'all y'all can't do this.
Right.
Like, when you ain't gonna be thinking about this. Your hair gonna be great. You gonna be minding your business, trying to live life as much as you can. Like, embrace your hair. If you feel like you look ugly with your short hair, color your hair. You change your hair color, you feel like a whole new person. I promise you. I changed my hair red. I'm like, I need to cut off all my freaks and get new ones because I feel like a new one. I feel like a new woman. Like, I need to come back, better than ever.
Right. So embrace yourself, but keep it real.
Keep it real.
Cause I feel like it's just natural for people to look better, even me, including me, when you're together. And I just gotta keep it real, Brandy. You look better when your hair done. Your hair not done right now.
Yes, and it's so crazy. Cause Brandy don't really wear sew-ins and stuff like that. I really love when people wear their natural hair. As much as I love
let's get a zoom in on that. Cameraman, let's get a zoom in on the natural hair.
As much as I love wigs,
on the natural hair,
as much as I love sew-ins, as much as I love 30-inch hair, your cameraman paid. I love natural. That's why I want my hair to grow back so fast, so bad, because I love.
Hey, but just like we talked about earlier, it takes patience. You can't rush it.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah.
And even with your hair.
Yeah.
But you talking about like not being able to afford certain hairstyles is a great segue to talk a little bit more about your company, right? Luxe Girl World. Luxe Girl World. Yeah. I struggle with W words, so excuse me.
Yes.
But so your goal, right, was to create an outlet or a product for people, which is wigs, that's affordable.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about that.
So the another reason behind why I created Luxe Girl World, which is my brand, is because I wanted to make affordable hair and affordable wigs for people who cannot afford it. I feel like a lot of hair,
or people who just don't want to pay a lot of money,
and people who want to look good, but they ain't trying to pay an arm and a leg to look good. Like, I feel like a lot of hairstylists, they are really taxing people for hairstyles that we grew up that was $50. Like, let's not forget, we can go up the street to the $50 wig shop, get us a regular sew-in, and go about our business. Nowadays, people is charging, which, don't get me wrong, you charge however much you feel like your product is worth, but come on now. Like, at the same time, it's still like, come on now. Like, for example, like the new trend of knotless braids. I'm not paying you $600 to put in braids in my hair. Right. I'm not doing that. And that's what's wrong with a lot of hairstylists and wrong with a lot of entrepreneurs, is that y'all need to be more realistic. Like, we live in a new day and age. Like, definitely when I started my business, it was during COVID. These people ain't got jobs. These people ain't working. So my thing is, my homegirl can't go out and look cute because of what? I could get her a wig, put her together a wig for a very low price. Like, I just feel like a lot of people,
and it's still good quality.
And it's still good quality. Like, it still look good. It's still worth it. My hair don't be shedding. Like, I don't have no wrinkles, no dinks. I can curl my hair. If I got water wave hair, I can wet my hair right now. My curl pattern will still be in it, baby. No matter how much heat protected. If I did not put heat protected, if I did put heat protected, them curls will be back in that little. My bundles literally start at like $27. Like, people bundles be starting at like $40. Like, come on now, y'all want females to look good, y'all want females to look nice, but y'all charging them prices that's just like unbelievable. Like, let's not forget how you came up. Like, let's not forget, like, You feel me? Me personally, that's another reason why I created Luxe Girl World, because I'm like, I'm not about to charge you an arm and leg for something that's, if you putting 2 curls in my hair, I'm not about to pay you $80 to put 2 curls in my hair. These girls be charging like $100 to put like 2 little hand stitch braids. Girl, you can go to hell. Respectfully.
Into that, we cheers. Okay, my wine is gone.
You done. And I had listed her. Ooh.
I'm scared of me. Okay, but I feel like a lot of people would definitely appreciate you for that. Especially since we talking about how hair plays such a big part for men and women, but in this case women, because you said, well, anybody.
Well, men too.
Whoever wear wigs.
You want you a wig, you get you a wig. Don't matter who you are. I don't care.
Right.
You give me your money. You can come alien. You paying me, you can get you a wig on Mars.
Right. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's a lot of people out there who would appreciate a business like yours that is support, that gives people at all levels of, whatever financial situation that they're in, a chance to get their hair together.
Get yourself together, like, and another reason, like, growing up, I really was not the richest girl in a country. Like my parents was asking people for money. Like, I really did not have a lot of money, which I ain't gonna like, because at the end of the day, my parents raised me to be the woman I am today. So I love my parents and thank you for everything that you did. But I didn't grow up with a lot of money, and I wanted to look nice. I wanted to get my hair done, but people was charging all this extra money for me to look nice, and I'm just like, why? Like, for what? Like, I understand your prices is based off of how qualified you are, but baby, I bet you $1,000. It's a female out here, they got the prices of Arrogant Tay, but doing hair like they just started yesterday. Like, it's ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. And I feel like no, like, this is my hair. Like, this is on the top of my head. Like, I should not have to pay you all of this money. I'm sorry. Like, congratulations on your success. Congratulations on all your clients and all the people that's paying you, but sweetheart, I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, let's get into the last part of our talk. We had a good talk today.
We had a good talk, y'all.
So what we're about to do is what I'm going to start doing with all my guests at the end of the show. So I bought this card game. It's called the Self-Love Deck. And it's a deck of cards with questions related to self-love. So I looked through like a couple questions, but I don't really know like none of the questions really. Like, I looked through.
We gotta shuffle the
to like 1 or 2, but I don't know. So this is about to be a surprise to me and you, and we just gonna answer honestly and truthfully and just have a little discussion. So let's shuffle these up a little bit,
So how many did you want to pick?
We're just going to do one. We're going to do the one off the top. We're going to shuffle it up and do the first one off the top. I don't want to... Should I shuffle them for real?
I mean, not for real,
Okay, because I don't want to bend them up.
Yeah, bend them up and then
swish them.
I'm sorry. I had the hiccups. I have the hiccups. Y'all, I'm really a little kid. My friend told me one time, like, girl, you was too grown to have hiccups. I'm like, girl, I'm still growing, y'all. I'm only like 5'2", for real, 5'3".
Yeah, I'm 5'4".
I'm little, like little.
Alright, I don't know how good my shuffling is, but it's alright. We're going to make it do what it do. Alright, so I'm going to give you my wonderful guest the honors. So hopefully I shuffle these up good. Pull a card, read the question.
Okay. It says GPS. Where are you going in life and how do you plan to get there? Baby, I'm going.
Wow, that's a good question. Like, that's a great question.
This is a great question. Let's do this piece by piece since it's 2 questions in one. Where are you going in life? I'm going to answer it, then you going to answer. I'm going to answer myself for it.
We will both go answer.
Where am I going to in life? I'm going up. I ain't going back. I ain't going back to the future. I don't even like the past, baby. I'm going this way. This is the way that I'm going.
So when you say you're going this way, what does that look like?
I'm moving forward. I'm not going backwards. Everything that I'm doing, I'm moving forward. I'm launching my brand. I'm having more confidence in myself. I'm putting trust in myself. I'm putting faith in God.
Okay.
I tell people I'm gonna be a millionaire by the time I'm 25. Mark my words, because I'm only like 22 right now, so I got a couple years to step my game up. So how do you plan on getting there? Positive mindset, all positive people around me. I don't care if we been friends for 10 years, baby. If you're negative, you gotta go. like we going to the top. Like, I'm going to the top. I know I'm going to the top. That's where I see myself going in life. And I see myself married with children. Like,
girl, me too.
Like, y'all, like, I ain't gonna say I want a man, but I feel like
I do.
you know what?
I'm just saying. Hold on.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna just say I'm tired of playing games with people. Like, I ain't gonna say I don't have no mans and I'm gonna be talking to the peoples, but I'm just tired. Like, like,
yeah, I don't even like people that much to be like.
Yeah, like it's this one boy I'm talking to, y'all.
Oh, let's hear about. Okay, we ain't got enough time.
We ain't got enough time for it,
but
just know I'm figuring it out. So, no, but yes, I see myself in my life going nowhere but forward, because that's all my plans. Everything I'm planning for right now, everything that I'm constructing in my life is anything that's going to the top.
All right, so my turn. Where are you going in life, and how do you plan to get there? That's a good question. So, where do I see myself? Okay, I'm going to start with what you said. I do want to be a wife, and I want to have a family. Aw. Okay. So that's definitely one thing I envision for myself. And when I think about my future self, I also plan. I was going to say want, but I'm going to say plan, because that means that I'm going to do the work to make it happen. So I plan to be a person, how do I put this? Like, I want to be emotionally, like, I want to get to a point where I am like emotionally like vulnerable, I guess. Like, where I'm not afraid to express my emotions, where I'm comfortable fully with myself, with who I am. That is what I really envision and think about about my future self and where I want to go. So I want to be comfortable with myself and be able to walk in a room and just be me,
be you,
and be comfortable with that, and not question it, and not be scared about it, not be nervous about it. And just be me.
What did they say? Unapologetically.
Yeah, I just want to be unapologetically me.
Yeah.
And so that's where I see myself going in life, being an unapologetically me mama, wife. And I do also see myself going in life pursuing, as far as a career, pursuing things that are true to me. And so, like this podcast, for example, I do have a job right now, and I'm grateful to have my job that I have. But I would like to do things that, I don't want to say that my job is not what I want to do, but I feel like there are things.
It's not a job that you want to be comfortable with working in, though.
Yeah, I feel like it's like I want to do it because I have the opportunity. But in my heart, it's not fully aligned with my heart. So this podcast is more in line with my heart, and I want to do other things. Like, I'm interested in like interior design. Like, that's something that interests me.
And look, y'all, Brandy can dress. Like, Brandy be dressing. She really be dressing. That's why I'm like, whatever design, anything. As soon as she say design, I'm like, you got it. Because she be dressing like, you would think she really got her clothes from somewhere. It would be like H&M. Okay,
but don't say it like
that. But
no,
I'm not even, you know what? I'm not even saying it like that. I'm saying it because y'all be out here trying to catch drip, all this $100 t-shirt, $1,000 shoes, baby. She go up the street and be the baddest in the room.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, because she be dressing. I'm going to get claps up to my cousin. If I ain't saying it all like this, is my cousin. And she's a baddie.
Yes, thank you. From one baddie to another. So, yeah, I see myself just getting more as far as a career, doing things that I feel like are in line with what I truly want to do and what makes me excited to do. You know, like this podcast, I'm excited to do this. Even though I get nervous and, nervous about it, it's something that I'm genuinely excited to do. And so I want to do more things like that. And I would say that's where I plan on going in life and how I plan to get there, I would just say, like we talked about earlier, trusting the process. Being patient with myself, being kind to myself throughout the process. Not loving being too loving myself and not being too hard if I go back, if I, get lazy, or if I find myself being fearful and it stops me from going.
Because everybody make mistakes, everybody fail, everybody mess up, but it just depends on what you do afterwards. That's really gonna show what type of person you are and how you handle situations.
Right. And I also just got an accountability partner. And so I feel like that's another way for me to start another part of my plan. Keeping in contact with my accountability partner and holding myself accountable as my partner holds me accountable, and just making small strides, making short-term and long-term goals and sticking to those things. And over time, I believe that it will take me to where I want to be. So that's my answer, which I feel like this is a great question.
All right.
This is good.
We should do another one.
Yeah, so
You want to
do another one?
You want to do one more?
Okay, let's do one more.
We can do one more before we wrap it up.
Let's do one more. I'm going to scramble it up a little bit more.
Just one more. We ain't going to talk too much. I know y'all
we ain't going to talk too much. Thank y'all for sticking around. Making it this far. If you on YouTube, leave us a comment down below.
Leave us a comment.
And let us know that you still here in the video.
Let us know what's your favorite part about the video. Let us know what matter of fact, quote, what was your best quote out this video?
Yeah.
That one quote that you like, I'm gonna walk away, I'm gonna stick to what they said on that one. Quote your best quote, like what you feel like really touched you, like that's the one. Idea.
Leave your best quote, and y'all answer these questions with us.
Y'all answer these questions.
Cause I want this podcast, I want me, my guests, and my listeners, I want us to build a community. I want us to all share our self-love stories together. I want us to learn from each other, grow together, and give each other advice and things that we're all
like doing. A little girl game virtually.
Yeah, exactly. So y'all leave your favorite quote and answer these questions with us. Where y'all going and how you plan on getting there? Okay, let me pull the next one because you pulled the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Okay. If your actions were a sledgehammer, how would you use them to break through the barriers that's holding you back? I feel like that's a lot, so we're going to pick another.
Wait, that's lucky. Look, that's lucky a good question. But look, since we about to wrap it up, we're going to do something real.
I don't even know how to
That's too deep. Look, that's for the next podcast.
Okay, what's the time in life you settled for less than what you deserved, and what value lesson did you learn? Wow. We gonna go with, you want me to answer first?
You can answer first since I answered first last time. I'm going to take it.
Let's do it like that. All right, what's the time in life when you settle for less, and what valuable lesson did you learn? Okay, I will say when I was in college, I was like, I had a little boo in college for a little while, and whenever I went into I haven't really dealt with too many people. Like, it was the boy in college, and I would say maybe like one other person really. And in both situations, I felt like I walked into it not expecting love or having very low expectations. Feeling like they didn't owe me anything. Like, walking into it like expecting that I would get nothing. And in return, I feel like because I had the expectation that I got nothing. So when I say nothing, I don't mean like tangible things like money or gifts. I mean like I didn't get emotional
support
or even like expressing their emotions to me. Like vulnerability. I feel like I didn't get vulnerability. I didn't get
it was just like you here.
Authenticity, I didn't expect love, and I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect them to do anything for me. I didn't expect them to be nice. No. I'm not gonna say I didn't have any expectation, because I expect you to have respect. I expected the bare minimum, but like it was the barest minimum.
It was the barest minimum.
Yeah. So but I will say, I would definitely say that was settling. But at that time, that was just...
You just felt like you needed somebody?
At that time, I don't know if I felt like I was settling, because that was all that I really expected. So Like, you can't settle for what you expect, you know. But after walking out of it, I feel like it was settling.
And my thing is, I'm gonna say this: you expect less because you feel like your worth was less. I feel like if you expected more from who you are as a person, that you would expect it more as what you wanted from a man during that period of time.
Yeah. That could be true.
That could be true. Yeah. But it's okay. Because
So,
we in a new day and age.
Yeah. And what valuable lesson did I learn from that? So the lesson that I learned, first of all, I learned that I had very low expectations from like partners, I guess is the word that I would use. So I learned that I had very low expectations, and I learned that I need to expect something from people. Like, I need to expect something. I need to express my emotions. I need to express what I want.
Because a man gonna expect you to cook. He gonna expect you to clean. He gonna expect you to wash his clothes, be his mama dang near. But then you're not expecting nothing from him.
Yeah.
Like, give me a bag. Sorry, no, I'm just like...
I'm not even that type of girl, though. Like, give me a bag. Like, I just want...
I am.
Okay. All right, city girl. All right, we gonna let you...
Look, I'm gonna just cut you off.
I'm a city girl, but...
And it's not even that I expect a bag. It's just that I expect you to go so hard for me because I'm your woman. Just as much I'm about to go so hard for you. Like, I don't expect no little... I'm in the phase of my life, I ain't playing with no little boys. Right. Like, you not about to give me a little bit, then more. As we keep on talking, you gonna give me more. No, baby, show me what you got right now before we even get we even get a movie, get it started. Show me what you got. What you putting on the table? I'm showing you what I'm putting on the table because I bet you it's gonna more than likely it's gonna be more than what you put on the table because that's just how I am as a person. Like, I always give 110% in any relationship, anything that I do. So it's like, so don't come over here with no little nothing. Like, ain't nothing little over here. Big everything. Big Noria. Big bag. Big everything. Like, don't.
So, yeah, I would say that I learned what I do want. And I want a man who is nice and who is, I don't want like I want a man to be emotional, but not like, too emotional. Not to the point that you like can't control.
You want a man that can express his emotion. Like, don't try to hide it. Like, let me know what you don't like, what you didn't like. Let me know what you do like.
Tell me when I'm looking cute. Tell me you want to see me. Like,
y'all be telling y'all boys, you so cold, man. I wish you could. Okay, so when is that time in my life where I feel like I settle for less? Honestly, I feel like I settled for less throughout my whole entire life.
Really?
Yes, I feel like I've settled for less. And a lot of people be like, well, your timing is God's timing. You're not supposed to be where you're supposed to be at.
So, you settle for less your whole life in what way?
I feel like I have potential to push myself more than what I can push myself, but my mindset has been so lazy all of my life. Like, and when I mean lazy, I feel like I thought so much about the world. I thought so much of how people gonna view me. I thought so much of the outcome that I did not give myself a chance to flourish. For example, y'all, I did not want to go to college. Like, I did not want to go to a 4-year university. That wasn't my plan. That wasn't my choice. But I really wanted to do hair. I really wanted to go to cosmetology school, but I thought so much about how the world will feel, or thought so much about, I ain't gonna get no clients because I don't know nobody, or I didn't even give myself the chance to try. And that's one thing, if I could go back in time and tell my younger self, is to try. Like, I don't care what it is, you just need to try. Like, try it out. Try, if you see, even with like people, like if you see that cute boy, try to talk to him. Like, I probably missed out on so many people because I was so self-conscious about myself and who I was and what I expected myself to be, that I didn't even give myself a chance to try and to flourish. So that's one big valuable lesson.
So you feel like you settled because you did something that you didn't truly want to do?
I feel like I settled because I didn't give my chance. I didn't give myself a chance to try.
Okay.
And that's one lesson, valuable lesson, that I feel like a life lesson that I feel like I settled with, that I should not have settled with, is me being okay with not trying. Like, you gotta try. Like, you really have to try. And I'm 22. I'm 22. I forgot. I'm 22, and I'm just now learning how important it is to let yourself try. Like, give yourself a chance. Like, you really have. It's so important to give yourself a chance, man. Right. I don't care if a thought come around your head to sell a t-shirt, baby. You better go sell that t-shirt.
It ain't like you gonna die.
It ain't like you gonna die.
Ain't nobody gonna get
like, ain't nobody gonna get hurt.
Too much money.
You feel me? And then I feel like that same way is with my relationships and people I talk to. I feel like I settle with any and everybody because I don't give myself that chance to try and go find somebody that's right for me. Like, I'm okay with, I'm that type of person where I'm like, I'm not going to talk to you, but I'm okay with you talking to me. And just because you talk to me and I don't got nobody else to talk to, I'm going to talk to you back. But my thing is, if I was trying to explore the world, if I was trying to be open, if I was trying to network and communicate with other people, I would have been way further than I am in life. And a lot of people be like, yeah, your timing is God's timing. That's what I was saying. I feel like your timing is based off of God, of course, but also how you do things. Like, I just, that's one big thing about me. Like, I just did not try, and now I'm at the age where it's like, I know that I could have been further if I gave myself that chance to try. And I feel like that's one lesson that I'm learning is to try. Like, even if this is the dumbest thing, try.
Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Our Self-Love Story. I hope this content helps you as you embark on your own self-love journey. Please rate and review the show and join the OSLS community conversation on YouTube today. Your post could be our next conversation starter. Stay tuned for next week's episode coming Saturday at 1 p.m.